الأدلة الجنائية.
بالاعدامات الميدانية في مجمع ناصر الطبي، وهذه الشكوك تجعلنا أن نطالب بسرعة فتح تحقيق دولي في هذا الأمر. لذا نناشد الأمين العام للأمم المتحدة والمؤسسات الدولية بضرورة تشكيل لجنة تحقيق دولية مستقلة للتحقيق في الجرائم المرتكبة في قطاع غزة، ونحن على استعداد تام للمشاركة بأي لجان دولية.
Palestinian health officials in the Gaza Strip are continuing the difficult task of digging up bodies from mass graves outside of two major hospitals. These hospitals in Gaza City and the southern town of Khan Younis were both the scenes of Israeli military operations. So far, hundreds of bodies have been exhumed. Now, Israel says it has nothing to do with these mass graves. It says it didn't bury anyone, and that people buried there likely were either killed in battle or were patients who died inside the hospitals. But the international community is asking some tough questions. The United States has demanded that Israel provide more information. The United Nations is calling for an international investigation. It wants to know who was buried there and what were the circumstances behind these deaths. Now, under international law, hospitals receive special protections from combat. However, Israel says that Hamas operated in these hospitals, used them for military purposes, and when that happens, it says these protections are removed.
We are horrified also by the destruction of Nasser Medical Complex and Al-Shifa Medical Complex and the reports of the discovery of mass graves in and around facilities. And we call for independent, effective, transparent investigations into the deaths. Given the prevailing climate of impunity, this should include international investigators. Hospitals are entitled to very special protection under international humanitarian law. And let's be clear, the intentional killing of civilians, detainees, and others who are hors de combat is a war crime. We are stressing the need for international investigations. There's a history here of impunity for gross violations, and so many of them have gone undetected and unreported on. So we feel the need to raise the alarm because clearly there have been multiple bodies discovered. We don't know how many. There are reports that some of them had their hands tied, which of course indicates serious violations of international human rights law and international humanitarian law, and these need to be subjected to further investigations.